Fox 5 and Hot 97 present Street Soldiers with Lisa Evers.
I'm so glad you're joining us for this episode of Street Soldiers on New Jersey's hip-hop explosion. I'm your host, Lisa Evers. As the music world, from pop to hip-hop, turns more towards feel-good club music with catchy dances, a new movement has bubbled up from a place where artists sometimes had to work twice as hard to prove they deserve mainstream recognition. We're talking about New Jersey.
1 2 step in the box. Get jiggy. 1 2 step in the box. Get jiggy.
One of the hottest songs of the summer is the party anthem Get Jiggy by B-Jax featuring Zeddy Will. It's breakout time for the New Jersey artist who just dropped his first album, No Guest List, and is igniting social media as well as concert stages.
It just feels really good, like putting on for my state with our sound, like, you know, a sound that so many mainstream artists dive into, and people, like, you know, they may not always know the oranges for the sound, so it feels good to, like, you know, be here stepping up.
Fetty Wap is from Paterson. His 2014 hit song Trap Queen is only one of 129 songs that was certified diamond. That means 10 million songs or albums sold or streamed and verified by the RIAA, Recording Industry Association of America. Making moves today is artist and producer Rolling Stone P. His summer hit, My Heart, adds new dimension to always popular Jersey club music.
There was a moment that I thought of you as my heart.
It's a classic sample that's a very well-known house record within Jersey. So I replayed it and renditioned it, and it's gotten so much response because the content behind it is just not dance. It has elements to it that make people notice that club music or Jersey has a lot more range than just making you dance. It can make you dance and feel something as well.
DJ Drewski hosts the New Movement show on Hot 97 at 11 Sunday nights. He's a driving force in showcasing new hip-hop artists and made history in Newark in June. He partnered with Mayor Ras Baraka to create an outdoor free concert for the community ahead of Hot 97's iconic Summer Jam. All the artists donated their time and performed for the peaceful crowd of thousands who enjoyed the music without any incidents, the music clearly bringing people together.
It just gives everyone a little more energy to keep moving forward and be inspired, right? There might have been a young kid that loves music that was standing out there at a free concert that's seen his favorite artist and is now motivated to go do something good and pursue his dream. And if that's the case, that's what makes me happy.
We have a great panel for you with special guests who are on the leading edge of New Jersey's hip-hop explosion. Let's get right to them now. Joining me is one of the hottest new artists who is out there at the moment. His name is B-Jax. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's a huge pleasure. I appreciate you.
Thank you, and congratulations on all the success. It's really awesome.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Also joining with us once again, Rolling Stone P. He is an artist and producer. A lot of consistent hits, a lot of consistent influence going on there. Rolling Stone P, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. We in the building. Jersey.
Jersey. Jersey, we really appreciate it. And also with us is the man who is, I would say, one of the driving forces behind this entire movement of New Jersey music and also new music in general, the one and only DJ Drewski. Drewski, thank you so much for being with us.
Of course.
Drewski, we've talked about this before, but this is just what is happening with this whole New Jersey scene, because you look at the artists and you don't automatically think of like, oh, that artist comes from here, this artist comes from there. But then you start looking down the list of who's got the hottest songs, who's really popping this summer. And there's a lot of New Jersey artists that are represented on that. Tell us about that.
Right. I think it's just timing. You know what I'm saying? The artists in Jersey have been doing their thing for a long time. Jersey kind of created a Jersey club sound that was happening for a long time. Now it's made it to the mainstream platforms and to the streaming platforms with the mainstream artists like Drake and Nicki Minaj. And they took it, they kind of opened the door. You know, that's the term they like to use. But this has been going on in Jersey for a long time, and just different things like events coming back to Jersey. We did Summer Jam this year in Newark for the first time and gave Newark artists and Jersey artists the opportunity to showcase their talent. I think the timing is just perfect right now for all Jersey artists and creatives in a sense, they're taking advantage of it. And with the internet, and you have artists like B Jax who knows how to manipulate the TikToks and get 70 million streams and 70 million views and use, YouTube. And you have Rolling Stone P, who were the early Jersey club, artists that was bringing it outside of Jersey and had New York DJs supporting. And I think that was a big deal at that time. But to see how much it progressed and where we're at today, it's amazing. When Drake and Nicki are doing Jersey club records, it feels great.
No, it's incredible. Rolling Stone P, where do you see things right now? Because we talked with you early on in your career,
Yeah.
and you kind of been there, and then people were like, "Oh, it's Rolling Stone P, who happens to be from New Jersey," but now it's like you were really on the vanguard of that artist movement. It seems.
When I first dropped Let Your Body Talk, it was looked at as something that was unorthodox. So it was a lot of DJs, a lot of kind of pushback in some ways, but the fans loved it. So throughout the years, putting out music and continuing that push with a lot of other artists, not just myself, but also DJs that produce the sound, it kind of pushed through and allowed to open the doors for other artists to love the sound and use the sound. So what we seeing now is something I've been calling for years. Drewski can attest to that. I've been saying it since I first recorded my first club song.
You have range. You have the Jersey club artists who make Jersey club records, and then you have artists like SZA who's doing world tours with Kendrick Lamar, who's from Jersey. You have artists like Al Bial who caters to the streets. So there's now a range. It's not just Jersey club. You have everyone working at the same time, and still have the legendary artists like Redman still putting out music. So I think it's just, it's just the energy in the state is just everyone can feel it.
B Jack, tell us a little bit about yourself and then what it's been like for you as this song has exploded to one of the hottest songs of the summer.
Nah, yeah, so I'm from West Orange, New Jersey. I've been putting in work for years. I used to go to Drewski's open mics. That's how I met him back in 2018, 2017. So, I feel like there's always been a chip on your shoulder being from Jersey, we're a very slept on state. It's just been a crazy process, I was on a record a few years ago that went crazy viral too, called Jersey Love, huge Jersey club record, 100 million streams, about to go gold. So to come back and do it again with Get Jiggy, it just feels really good, putting on for my state with our sound, a sound that so many mainstream artists dive into, and people they may not always know the oranges for the sound. So it feels good to be here stepping up, you know what I'm saying? Really driving the Jersey sound, something I grew up listening to.
There's more coming up. Stay with us. Drewski, when you look at the whole culture, the New Jersey culture, is the music being so successful because the culture is much more an American culture, a diverse culture, as opposed to New York, which is urban and hard and dense?
Yeah, I definitely think it's very diverse. And I think the sound, when you think, when we speak about Jersey club, I think it connects with both the youth, the older people that grew up on it. Because, now you got to think it's over 20, 30 years of Jersey club music that's been going on. And now your mom and daughter could dance and get jiggy and dance to a B Jack song because they know the sound and the feeling of it. So because it's so diverse and it's not boxed in anymore, and people feel comfortable being proud of it, right? I feel like at a time people were kind of shying away, oh, I'm from Jersey, I don't want people to know I'm from Jersey. You would have DJs and artists saying, oh, I'm from New York. Even though they were born and raised in Jersey, they would go out of town and just say, I'm from New York, where now there's more pride. It's like a Jersey pride thing at this time. And I think that's why everything is connecting the way it is.
And that's why I call the genre Jersey, because it's our sound, it's our style. I don't even call it Jersey Club no more. I just say Jersey. So now when the world hears it, rather than it just being a state, it's a reference of where we live. You see me with my St. Pat's on. I'm Jersey all the way. You hear me?
Shout out to Kyrie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, B Jax.
Straight out of West Orange too.
Yeah.
You mentioned the culture. What about the culture? And it's New Jersey artists have always had to be like you guys and DJs as well. You've had to be artists and DJs and performers and creatives for everybody, for the bigger, for the bigger market, the New York market, as well as the national and now international market. When you talk about the culture of New Jersey, is that in the dances? Is that, give us a sense, B-Jack, of what that means to you?
It's just everything, like being younger, watching the Aeropostale versus American Eagle Jersey Club dance party videos, stuff like that. Like, it's just culture. And that's why I feel like the genre of Jersey, like he said, is striving so much because it's just based off of having fun. Everybody wants to have fun and everybody wants to dance. It don't matter if you're old or young. And that's what I feel like is the driving force and why Jersey Club, there's so much like, eyes on it because everyone just wants to have fun. It's a crazy world out there. We all just got to chill and
Oh
have
yeah.
fun.
And opportunities too, Lisa. You got to think there was a time where Jersey artists felt like there was no opportunities in New Jersey, so they had to go to, next door to New York. But now you have these towns and cities that do the mayor festivals and 24 hours a piece and bringing summer jam. Like now it creates more opportunity for Jersey creatives to express themselves and show their art.
Summer Jam was in Newark. Summer Jam 2025, the iconic hip hop concert from Hot 97. That for the first time it was in Newark, New Jersey, and then Drewski, you did the outdoor concert there in Newark, which I can't even remember when there was an outdoor concert like that there in Newark ever. And I've done a lot of work in Newark with Street Soldiers.
Yeah, and that, kind of was a partnership with the city of Newark and the mayor. Shout out to Raj J. Baraka, who said, hey, if we're going to do an outdoor concert in the city of Newark, let's give Newark artists and Jersey artists the opportunity to do their thing. And I thought that was very important, and especially at this time. And, both these guys touched that stage. They were out there that day, and you just felt the energy. And there was a lot of Jersey artists that were able to perform. And I thought, like, yo, this is why everyone's excited, because there's more opportunities. We don't have to go to New York or Connecticut or go to LA, to get these opportunities. They're right here in our backyard.
The piece was beautiful. If you notice, there was no anything bad energy, bad press, because we've been waiting for this moment, not only in the music world, but the streaming world, not only in the streaming world, DJing world. It's a lot of talent in this state. And because we kind of needed for years these other platforms, now we're feeling it's our time.
B-Jack, in terms of your audience and in terms of, especially, if we're talking TikTok, you had the song that was Zeddy Wells kind of a genius with using TikTok. I think he's one of like the most successful using TikTok to promote his career and his music and everything. How did TikTok help you with the, get that song popular, get that song known? Tell us what that's like.
It's really a lot of trial and error. Like TikTok could give you a lot of headaches if you think about it too much, but I feel like the best way to go about it is just not to really think at all and just try everything, Like forget Jiggy, for example. I had a really good song. I was like, I need to figure out how to push this on TikTok. So I came up with the little trend, and then I went to my friend Marnie and I was like, yo, we need a dance to do, like, we're gonna do this. Look at the camera. Now we need a dance to accompany it. She started doing this, and then I was like, yeah, that's it. And we just kept doing it. And it went from going up 50 videos a day to 100 videos a day to 1,000 videos a day to 10,000 videos a day, over the span of like a month. So it's really amazing because it introduces your music to the world. Like I was just performing in Europe with Cash Cobain, festivals with like 100,000 people, and I saw them singing the lyrics, doing the dance, and it's crazy how Jersey could go all the way to Europe.
Rolling Stone P, what about for you in terms of the streaming? Has that opened up new audiences to your music, you feel?
Absolutely, because it's right at your fingertips. So you're allowed to not only, like B-Jack said, trial and error, but you're able to put it out at a speed that is at your fingertips. So you're able to feed your audience a lot at a pace that you want to, not determined or waiting or a lot of gatekeepers. It's really how you want to kind of expose it. Now, another thing that streaming allows is that you can constantly do it. So it opens the doors for your personality to be showcased outside of just your music. It opens doors for you to, to show other avenues and attributes that you can bring to the game.
So Drewski, talk with us about, because you're in the club, but you also DJ privately for at a lot of different venues for a lot of different types of audiences. All across pretty much every demographic. It's how important are these dances?
No, the dances. Well, as a DJ, we love when there's a new dance because it strokes your ego as a DJ. You throw it on and everyone's dancing, so you feel good about yourself. But I think the dance is, what drives the songs now because it's social media, because everything is visual, because everything is video. You see somebody dancing, you want to do the dance, and then you realize, oh, I like the song. Sometimes you're doing a dance, you don't even like the song, but it helps push these records. You see it happen like every day. And I think as artists now, they try to attach a dance to a song. And it's not, sometimes it's not even a dance song. You're just trying to make something up because that dancing, drives it. But streaming alone has been able to expose the music to different, countries, right? So now you have people in Japan and China that are hearing these Jersey club records and doing these dances to get jiggy that probably would have never heard it or been exposed to it if it wasn't for streaming. A lot of times the music was broken locally and would stay regional. Now you don't even need to, worry about that because somebody in LA is listening to your song as soon as it drops the day of.
In terms of the sound, in terms of what it takes, VJ, you've been at this for a minute.
Yeah, long time.
How do you stay focused and productive when there's distractions and also when there's so much competition?
Honestly, it's really hard the more you go up. But what I do is I like to look at it as you need to have a plan for the future. But in terms of you really need to look at every day and like each individual win each day. Like, okay, I did this today. That's good. I got a new fan today. That's good. You know what I'm saying? And as far as competition, the best thing to do is narrow that out because, the music nowadays, like they're streaming, anyone could go viral, anyone could have, you know what I'm saying? It's really you versus you. That's what I feel like the competition is.
Rolling Stone P, you've been consistent with your work and with your career and with your production. You've been on some of these big arenas yourself, on those stages. How does it do you like producing better? Do you like performing better? It's like, what's your...
I love performing. I love being able to give a part of myself to people who love my music or who listen, or to new fans. It's a connection you receive while you're on that stage, and I think fans and people who are just enjoying of the sound get to feel that, and it's surreal. It's a whole nother feeling. It's totally different from creating for me. When I'm creating, I'm in another zone. It's kind of like I'm trying to unsolve a puzzle. But I enjoy every aspect of being a creative because I think we all are. And like B Jack said, we know that there's someone watching us that we're influencing to say, wow, I want to do that. I want to be a part of that. So I love every part of being an artist. But if I had the choice, of course, it's the stage.
Right. In terms of the sounds, because we've talked with you about drill dance sounds, we've talked with you about different, more melodic sounds. What sound? When you look at the landscape of the big New Jersey artists now, the hot songs, is there a new sound that has emerged?
I think they're just playing with the Jersey club sounds because you have like sexy drill records that include, Jersey bounce to it, like Jersey club music. I think a lot of the big mainstream artists are trying it now. They've done it in the past. You have artists like Uzi, who's from Philly, but kind of do the Jersey club, and Nicki and Drake, and the list just goes on. Of like everyone's now attempting to do a Jersey club record. But I think it's important for mainstream artists on that level, when you're gonna do a record, right? If you went down south and you say I want to do a trap record, you're gonna tap in with Amigos or a Future or a Lil Baby. When you're gonna do a Jersey club record, I feel like it's important for these big artists to tap in with a Jersey club artist or a Jersey artist to kind of make it official, make it authentic. And I think that's the small little piece that we've been missing. The sound is out there. Everyone is celebrating. And you have your Jersey artists that are doing it. But then you have your mainstream artists that are not really tapping in with the Jersey artists. So once we get that to connect, I think that's when it's like 100% out of here.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Street Soldiers on New Jersey's hip-hop explosion. You can watch the show again and share it on our Fox 5 NY YouTube page and in the Watch section on the Fox Local app. Remember, use your mind as your best weapon. I'm Lisa Evers. Let's push for peace, love, and justice for all.